Can't make it. So just bear with me. So yeah, this is about cleanup notifications. So I suppose the way we would have done cleanup notifications to date, or the feedback we got, is that it's either done through a hard copy paper process, it's not done at all, or we set up a form using Procore. So there's probably between them three processes, that's kind of the way that we've been doing it so far. So the form would have been this to date. You would have went into Procore, probably on your phone, into the forms, and you fill out, you look for cleanup notifications. So notification, and basically what it is it's a copy of the hard copy form, and you would have filled this out like you would, except you'll be doing it in a digital way rather than with a pen and paper. Now the feedback we got back so far on that is that it's a bit cumbersome and people forget about it, and there's not a very good way of reporting. So what we've been doing on Bandon Road as an alternative, and so far the feedback is good, is using the observations tool. So the observation tool is, if you can see my mouse, is that tool there. So you would use the observation tool for safety, kind of inspections and quality, etc. So the forms tool, where the hard copy kind of fillable interactive PDF would have been there. So we're just going to be using this. So again, I'll try and do this on the phone or mobile device because that's the most practical way people will be doing it. But I would precursor this with the fact that the more work you do beforehand, fill it with templates on your laptop here, on the page that I do here, the easier it is for the person on the ground. And I'll try and go through that process with you there now. So if I go into observations, and all I'm trying to do here is set up templates. Okay. So if you go into observations and go into the settings tool, which is an orange button here, you can go over here and you have observation templates. Okay. So if you click into observation templates, you can create these new observation templates. Okay, so I'm just going to copy and paste a bit of text here. So I'm going to select an observation type for cleanup notification. So if you're familiar with the observation tool, it has a number of headings and then subheadings. So headings will be commissioning, environmental, quality, safety, warranty, work to complete. So we tab the cleanup notification under the safety heading. So that should be set up in every project already. It's there, it should be there. So you press in there. I'm going to put in a new observation title. And basically all this will say is contractor, whatever the name of the contractor is, cleanup notification, if requested, is not complied with in full within 24 hours of issue, contra charge apply. So it's a pretty distinct saying. So there it is there, just for, so obviously where I say contractor Y, you would put in your specific subcontractors. So and we've done this in Bandon Road, where we have maybe 12 or between 12 and 15 key subcontractors, and we just fill out this template for the 12 and 15. So for instance, if it was Horizon, to do LGS, you put in Horizon. If you're using Precision for internal fit out, you use Precision. Depends on your scaffolders as well. So if you scaffolding company put in, and it's making the template very easy. And I'll show you that when you get onto the mobile device. So you're putting that in as your title, and you're also assigning, because all the people should be on the system, then you're assigning the foreman for that particular company. So again, I'll use the analogy of, let's say, Horizon with LGS. If Horizon LGS, you'd look for their foreman, which in our case in Bandon Road would have been Paddock Connor. He's not on this, but this is a test project. So but I'll show you this again on particularly the Banner Road. So I'm going into the Banner Road project here. I'm going into observations again. And I'll just kind of go through how this looks. So I'm going into the settings and over to the observation templates. And you can see we've all these templates set up. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we've 16 contractors, and all we've done is that statement, clean up notification. If requested, it must be complied with in full of 24 hours other than that contract charge is applied. And we just put the name of the company in front. So that's the kind of preparation work that you should try and do. It makes life easier. You can do it without doing these templates, but in the long run, it's harder to do, and it makes the person on the ground's job easier if this can be set up at the start. And you can see each company has the contractor's foreman assigned opposite the saying. So position have Fernando Rose, Walsh and Sheen, and Jamie Murphy, and it goes on. So you have the particular foreman assigned, or owner. Probably owner is better, which most of those are. So yeah, that's that bit on, let's say, your laptop. So if you're doing this on the field or inside, I'll try and sync my phone here. Bear with me. Okay, so this is my mobile device. So I'm going into the Banner Row project again, for instance, and so there's the observations tool. Now you can do this again a couple of ways. I mean, the real basic way, if you hadn't set up your templates, you can just go in, click observation, press the plus button up in the top corner, and then you go create without template, and then you'd have to go and fill in clean up notification, and you'd have to fill in your title, you'd have to fill in the signee, and then all other fields that make it relevant. If you do the templates, most of that will be, all that will be filled in for you. So I'll just show you that how that's done. So again, go up onto the plus button. So I'm looking for my templates. So my templates have synced to this machine. It's under the safety heading, pressing safety. So there's my list of templates again for all the different companies with that statement. So in this case, I'm just going to make an example of Horizon cleanup notification. And you can see the title is filled in. So you don't have to type in that long statement or a statement to say that 24 or this is a cleanup notification and needs to be provided in. It's already filled in for you. The title will be filled in because this is used for more than cleanup notifications, and the signee is filled in. So really all you have to do is fill in any of these other parameters if they're relevant. They may not be relevant. But let's say maybe you want in distribution list, you would want to include your QS. So this is a test one. I'm not going to fill in anyone, but in Banner Road it would be Martin, for instance, or Paul Neal. And then you would, if you have a specific location, you would want to type in the location. So it might be, providing you have a location already inputted into the system, you would pick it there. Now I'll just show you another way through a QR code that fills in that automatically for you. So once you have all that filled in, you obviously have the camera button up at the top. You press the camera button, and you can take a photograph. You know, and you can take multiple photographs. So you press save, and that's it. You know, it's been created. Now it hasn't been, the automatic notifications haven't been sent. If you want to send the automatic emails, you need to press this flighty button up here in the top right hand corner where my mouse is. So you go in, click in there, and it gives you the warning. Do you want to send out one observation? And all that does is creates the automatic email. You've already created the observation, but you just haven't sent the automatic email. I'm not going to send it out. And you don't have to send it out every individual time. If you're going to create 5 or 6 of these, you can create the 5 or 6 first. So what I might show you now is just a way through using the QR code. And if you have a QR code on your site for locations, you would use locations where I have my mouse cursor there at the moment. So you press into the QR code. I have a QR code here on the screen that I'm just going to use as an example. It'll read that QR code. It'll bring up all the project management functions relating to the Procore that the QR code uses. So you have snag links, observation, incidents. So obviously what we're looking for here is an observation. So you create observation at this particular location. And then you'll just see the normal fields. It'll remember the last one you've done. So if you have a couple of Horizon, you can click Horizon, or if you're a new company, you just go into the template again, cleaning up notifications. Again, these are your predefined templates that I spoke about at the start. So you would pick one of them that's relevant. So in this case, I might pick Walsh and Sheen, we're a mechanical contractor. And again, title's filled out, type is filled out, started, initiated, the foreman. So you don't have to think about that. It's all filled out as long as you've done the template and preset the template. If you don't have the templates, you have to manually fill that out every time. And again, because you're using a QR code this time, the location is set. So in this case, the QR code was for block 2, ground floor, CO4A. So again, obviously you will need the camera. So you take the camera and take a picture. So I'll just take a quick picture then. Laptop, press save, and done. And you press save, okay? So always remember though, you need to go back. If you want the automatic email to be sent out to these people, you do need to go back into the observation tool, go up to this, I call it a flighty button. I don't know exactly what button it is. And you can see now, because I have 2, it's giving me a warning to say you're going to send out 2 emails, which is fine. So I can press send there, and the emails will go out, and any notifications associated with it. Okay. So that's how you can create it. I know it sounds long-winded, but what I'm trying to say is if you do the prep work initially, it makes it really easy. It makes it really easy then when you're on site to create these. So you can end up then creating quite, good reports. So for instance, we have reports. If I go into the report section here in Bandon Road, I can go down to clean up notifications. This can be shared to the team or whatever, and it'll give a report that these are all the cleanup notifications that are currently that are not closed. Okay, so strictly speaking, if they're more than 24 hours ago from when they're created, contract charges should apply. So these are all from last week, essentially, except for this one. This one is today, Walsh and Sheen. So it paints a picture, and then it's a very easy report for your quantity surveyor to pick up if there is any contract charges applicable to companies at the end of the project or when a payment is due. So that's kind of it. If there's any questions, or I know there's quite a lot in it, but if you need any help, especially with the templates, come to myself or Colin. I definitely help you out. I don't know if there's any questions there. We all good?
Looks all right, yeah. Right.
Okay. Thanks very much then.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.